I'm Renee Smith, the Director of Training here at FARMASI, and with me I have our President, Emre Tuna. Welcome.
Hello, welcome.
Thank you for coming and joining with us today.
It is my pleasure.
Awesome. So we wanted to ask you a few questions because we're really excited about this new launch, our Dr. C Tuna Skincare launch, including a brand new series of routine called Resurface. So tell us, why are we launching a brand new skincare, whole new rebranding, and a new line?
Well, first of all, Dr. Tuna line is one of the most important lines we have in our portfolio. And it is so meaningful for the company and for my family as well. The reason is this line was specially dedicated to my grandfather, Dr. Tuna. Himself formulated each and every of these products, the formulations. He created themselves, he mixed them, he tried them, he made the initial formulations. That's why the Dr. Tuna line is something very special for FARMASI and for the Tuna family. Obviously, we love every single product in our range, but Dr. Tuna has a lot of meaning in itself. So it has been about 8 years since we first launched the Dr. C Tuna line. And since that first launch, the world has changed a lot. Those days we had different ingredients popular, but nowadays we have so much more ingredients out there in the world that we can use, and potentially we can create better formulations for our customers. That's why, since now we felt like it has been a good amount of time, we decided to renovate the formulations. And when I say renovate, I mean we didn't change the whole product formulation. We kept the initial formulation done by my grandfather, but we added good and higher quality and newer ingredients to itself. So that was the main reason to it. And another reason about this new launch is the designs of Dr. C Tuna line was created 5, 6, 7 years ago. And things change, everything changed. Beauty industry changed so fast. Trends change. That's why those days, more colorful designs were more popular. Nowadays, people prefer more clean, elite, white designs. That's why we decided to not only reformulate it, but also redesign the whole line.
It sounds like innovation is really important to the Tuna family. Do you have plans on continuously growing the Dr. C Tuna line?
Definitely. When we first launched the Dr. C Tuna line, we had approximately 15 SKUs in our portfolio. And as time passed, nowadays we have about 100 SKUs in our portfolio, and we are improving and developing this line each and every single day. Even in the last 12 months, we launched more than 50 new products in the Dr. C Tuna line globally. So we're always adding new stuff. We're always renovating. We're always reformulating. Even if a product line is selling so well, we always try to put better ingredients inside of it. We are planning to extend Dr. C Tuna line, but we don't see Dr. C Tuna line as just skincare. As you know, our book is two-sided. One side is more about beauty, and the other side is more about wellness and skincare. So when we think about Dr. C Tuna line, we think about the complete backside of the catalog, which includes coffees, which includes wellness products, skincare, so beauty inside out. That is the whole concept we believe nowadays in the cosmetics world. So that's why we're extending, and this extension will not only be about Dr. C Tuna line, but also the NutriPlus line and also some other lines, Mr. Wipes line. So we're extending the whole backside of our catalog, the beauty and wellness area, the wellness and skincare area.
It's I can speak for myself, and I'm sure many others in the field, it's one of the most amazing things is to watch you speak with such fondness of your grandfather. What is your favorite memory of growing up with your grandfather?
Wow, that's a very emotional question. Well, I have a lot of memories with my grandfather. And one reason for this is my dad used to work. I barely saw him when I was growing up. So when I woke up, he was already gone to work. When I slept, he wasn't back from work. So probably until 14, 15 years of age, I haven't seen him quite much, sometimes during the weekend. And that's why those times I spend a lot of time with my grandparents, especially with my grandfather. One memory that I remember with him was, those days I really liked firefighters. I was a big fan of firefighters. So every weekend he was taking me to the fire station and introducing me to the firefighters. And I did this probably 50 times. So this was a nice memory that I had with him. Another nice memory was he was always taking me out for walks. He was playing with me. Since he was a doctor, he taught me a lot of nice things that a kid would love to hear. So we had a lot of memories with him. Last memory, well, the latest memories I have with him was in the factory. He was working with us until he was 92 years old. And his last job in the factory was, have a guess. What do you think was his last job in the factory?
The lipstick tester.
Well, yes, exactly. Lip gloss tester. No, actually, he was the chief of cooking. So he was our chief cook.
Nice.
So he was cooking the food for the whole factory for 1,000 people. So that was his last job. And then at 92, he retired, and a year later, he passed away. So I have a lot of nice memories with my grandfather.
That's amazing. Thank you for sharing that. I know that it floods back all of those emotions and the fun times that you've had. So when did you know that FARMASI and the Dr. C Tuna legacy was your future?
Well, I knew this since I was 3-4 years old.
Okay.
Because the way I was grown up in my family was, they never actually designed a different future for myself. So they started to design my career when I was very young. I started working in the company when I was 4 or 5 years old by doing basic tasks. I mean, nothing so complicated, very basic tasks. So I was going to exhibitions and I was designing the exhibition area. I was making sure everything was proper. Visuals were there, products were there, everything were there. So I spent a lot of time since I was very young in this, and they always planned me as the future CEO of this company. So since I was 5 years old, I was introduced into management. I was introduced into packaging, plastics, international trade, logistics, customer service, R&D. So since last 20 years, I have been inside of this world and I grew up with this. Even first time I went to an exhibition for the company when I was 18, just a little before my 18th birthday. I went to an exhibition alone and did everything myself, and actually found a customer from Guam. Long time ago. This was 2013. It was my first alone exhibition in Las Vegas. Long time ago, and my first customer was from Guam. So I spent a lot of time here. So I was never imagining a different career for myself. I always planned my career as the head of FARMASI, as the future CEO of FARMASI, and taking care of this company, taking over this company. So last 20 years, I just dedicated myself into this. And that's why nowadays I'm quite knowledgeable about what I'm doing, from the most basic tasks to most advanced tasks.
Absolutely. Now, I know that I'm going to tell you what I think your dream is. And I think that your dream is to have Dr. C Tuna on every bathroom counter or vanity in the country, on the globe. That is, I know, the vision of FARMASI and its future. I think you could agree with me there, right?
Definitely, but nowadays we don't only say the globe, we say everywhere in this universe. Maybe the next SpaceX shuttle will take our products up there.
There you go. Well, I wanted to know, and I'm sure everybody wants to know, what Dr. C Tuna product is absolutely always on your vanity?
Age Versus. Absolutely 24/7. Age Versus line. It's by far the favorite line in FARMASI. And when we were developing that formula, I spent a lot of time testing it. So probably I tested 10, 15 times, and each test I was giving them feedback. For instance, I was saying, this doesn't dry fast. This is not making it enough moisturizing. So I was always giving them feedback and feedback and feedback. So at the end, we created a very nice line at an affordable price level. And that's why I think Age Reverses line definitely and symbolizes the Dr. C Tuna legacy and the concept and the FARMASI brand so well, because it is very high quality and very affordable. That's why we call it the affordable luxury. And I think the Dr. C Tuna Age Reverses line is an absolute match to this legacy.
It's amazing. Thank you so much for spending time with us, sharing your stories with us, and exciting everyone out there about the new Dr. C Tuna launch and our brand new resurface line. And thank you so much for joining us, Emre.
Thank you so much. It was a very nice conversation. And again, we as a company, as FARMASI and the Tuna family, we are very emotional at this moment. It is a big time for us. Since we are updating and renovating my grandfather's legacy, this is a very beautiful moment for us. And I hope everyone in this country, everyone in this world will try and will be in love with our products. Thank you.
Thank you.